Me?
Yeah.
Just following up on that question, a lot of people say that God does everything for a reason, that there's a plan for everything. So if everything's planned out, how can free will coexist with that?
So the Talmud says, famous line, Hakol bidei shamayim chutz me'yira shamayim. Everything is in the hands of heaven, except for the fear of heaven. Meaning God is in control of everything and powering everything and determines the outcomes of everything, except for Yira Shamayim. The fear of heaven means our moral choices. Okay? So then you ask, okay, but how can it be that if he's going to determine the destiny of the world, that we really have, even in our moral choices, we have a freedom of will? So the way it works is like this. Let's go back to the story of the Purim story, okay? So Mordecai and Esther are having a conversation. Esther's like, uh-oh, Haman wants to kill all the Jews. So Mordecai says, go into the palace and tell the king to condemn Haman and that you're really a Jew. And she says, this is very risky, obviously. I can't really, if I go in there uninvited, there's a punishment of death. Very, very risky. And so Mordecai says, Esther, he's trying to give Esther a pep talk. Come on, you got to do it. So what would you expect him to say? You'd expect him to say, Esther, you could save the Jewish people right now. You have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to deliver salvation to the Jewish people, to be God's agent in bringing about that salvation. That's what you'd expect him to say. What does he say? Fascinating. At the height of the drama in the story, he says, Esther, if you don't go and see the king, God will save the Jews another way. So, you know what's going to happen if you don't go in? Then your legacy is going to be tarnished. It's going to be you that's not going to have the opportunity to be that agent. But God will find another way. It's an amazing, amazing statement to make. And he's really saying that, Esther, this is about God can do anything and God has his plan for history and it's going to reach the end it needs to. So the question is, where our free will lies in, is which character do we wish to play in that story? Do we want to come into our role for the purpose of which we were created and play that role to our maximum and be God's agent in that story so we can become partners with him, which is the very point, which is God's very desire. He wishes to partner with all of us in fulfilling his purpose, which absolutely will happen. So the question is not, will the purpose happen, or how can we have any free will? The question is, our free will lies in, do we choose to be that partner with him throughout the journey? God will get his plan done either way. The question is what role we wish to play. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.